Okay, hello Ponies. Yet again, I'm here for another interview. I don't know which one I'm on now. I think I'm on 7 now or something? I don't know. I am with this dude here today, MetalCorePony. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Quickly, tell us about yourself.
I'm a musician slash producer, and I make metal music, as you can tell by my name.
You
So,
make the musics, and you
yes,
make really, really loud stuff.
I make the awesome loud music that goes raw.
Right. That segues right into this. What got you into metal, and did it inspire you to, like, make music yourself?
It's kind of weird what got me into metal exactly. It was mainly just like one of my friends just showing me like metal in general, and I kind of just like grew into it after that. And like mainly what inspired me to make it was like a lot of the local bands that play around here that sound generic as hell. Um, they're just like, because they're like all doing recordings, and I've heard like their stuff that they put out on like YouTube and whatever, and it just like inspired me to make it. Like, because like 2 years ago, I always thought, oh, that'd be cool to just like make a song, whatever, like that. And so I just kind of like went for it. I tried it out, and I've been enjoying it ever since.
Hmm. What's the best thing about what you do on YouTube?
Really just making the music. One thing, it's like it's fun for me to do. I get a lot of enjoyment out of what I do. It's like I get to like in a lot of my songs I get to express how I feel stuff, mainly whether it be on a certain situation, whether it be something I'm going through, whatever. I don't know. It's just whatever I happen to write about.
How did you become a brony, and how long have you been one?
I became a brony about a year ago, last January, and so far that's been yeah a year. It's funny how like, I mean it's like kind of dumb how I found out about it because my friend who wasn't even a brony he told me about it, and he said it was addicting, but he doesn't watch it himself, and so I just tried it out. One boring weekend when I had absolutely nothing to do, and then I ended up watching like every single episode within a couple of nights. And then from there, I found like the music that the fandom was making for it, and then that's what made me like go for it. That's what made me give it a shot.
Are you proud to like the show?
Yes, I am. I mean, I feel a lot of people should be proud to like it. I mean, for one, it's a show that like a lot of people will look down on you upon if you like it, just because oh, it's about ponies or whatever. But I mean, it has a lot of good morals behind it, and it really has made me a better person than what I used to be.
I might as well also just stole this one out. I'm curious. Did you like watch a lot of cartoons growing up?
Yes, I did watch a lot of cartoons. Like I was one of those kids who wouldn't really go outside or anything. I didn't really like to do like outdoor activities. I'd like stay indoors and I'd watch TV a lot and I play like video games.
I know how you feel. I did that too.
Cause like I used to watch like Cartoon Network all the time, and I'd always be like excited for all the shows. And sometimes they'd be like, okay, it's like they come on really early, and I'd be like, I have to wake up early to see this. I would dedicate like getting to bed early to wake up in the morning to see these shows.
Has becoming a brony made your work stronger?
Yes, it has. Because when I first started recording just using a simple little like camcorder. And like after hearing like all the professional stuff that comes out of this fandom with like music,
Hmm?
it's like made me like strive myself to be as good as everyone else who makes good quality sound. It's also made me a lot more dedicated to the work that I do. Because before, like I was really lazy. I didn't really feel like doing much. But like the music, like seeing like everyone else put out like songs like on a regular basis, it's made me like I realize I can do that too. I just need to put time and dedication into it, which is what I've been doing now.
Hmm. How would you explain the fandom to someone that's never even heard of the show or fandom itself?
It's kind of weird to get used to because you would think, oh, it's a show for little girls because it's a My Little Pony thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta at least give it a chance because you can't really judge books by their covers. You gotta like delve into it and understand like what it's about. Not only is the show good because it's one of those cartoons. It's not a bunch of like randomness going on. There's actually like things that it like. there's like a purpose behind it, sort of. But like also that like there's a big like fan base that follows it, and that they've done a lot to help like contribute to like things like artwork, music, obviously, and then you have like fan fiction that goes around, and then all this other like fan created stuff that's just like really awesome, and it's just amazing to see like the amount of talent that comes out of this fandom too.
Do you have any words for the haters that don't understand the fandom and then just bash it for no reason?
Um, I don't. I mean, like it's hard to like really say anything to them because it never gets into their head. Like anything you say, they're just gonna constantly hate. But I think like the one thing I'd really want to say to haters is like, I mean, you can like hate all you want, but it's not really gonna change any of our opinions on like what we like.
Who do you really want to meet in this fandom?
I really want to meet Bronified. Really want to meet him, and I also want to meet like Prince whatever in person. I would like cry. Because he's the one who like mainly inspired me to start making my own music. Really, he was like the first like metal artist or artist that uses distorted guitars. Just like because he made the kind of music that I really enjoyed, and it just got me thinking, well, I could do that too. It's just I gotta get started really.
Everybody's gonna start somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever gone to any cons and would you want to go if you haven't?
I've never been to a con, but I really want to go to one. I mean, I live pretty close to where a couple of cons take place. It's just that, like, I've never really found the time to go to one. But one day I hope to go to one. Like, I really want to go to BronyCon. Like, just, I wanted to go this year, but I don't know if I'll be able to now. But hopefully, like, sometime maybe next year I'll be able to go. That's really what I'm trying to shoot for is to, save up to, travel all the way up to BronyCon.
Are you in this for fun or fame?
I'm in this for fun, really, because it's like, for one, I've always found like music to be an enjoyable thing, and only like kind of like in the past year or two, I found actually making music to be a fun thing because I actually like went for it and I tried it out. Sometimes I do admit that sometimes I like think about the fame a lot when it comes to making it, but really, I mean, like fame isn't really gonna do anything for you. I mean, sure, it's a pretty good like it's pretty good to feel like you're famous or whatever, but it's like it's mainly just about like having fun and doing what you love to do. And I love to do this. I love to make this kind of music, and I love to make it about a show that I love.
Out of curiosity, has your stuff ever made it on Equestria Daily?
Yes, it has. My past like 4 songs have made it on Equestria Daily.
What was it like finding out that you got on there?
Oh my God. That was like the most awesome thing because I remember the first time I ever sent in a song they never responded back. So I was like feeling a bit down, but I was like, I guess it happens, and then the next time it was like when I was in a band, we were playing an acoustic show and I was looking at my phone and I get like emails on my phone and I looked at an email and I started getting like all these like subscribers and stuff. And I was like, what's going on? And then one of my friends who like knows who like follows my work and he like texted me and he's like, dude, you're on EQD. I'm like, are you serious? And so like he linked me it and I saw it and I'm like, I was so happy. I was just like happy that whole day.
Which of these situations do you think the Brony community overacted more over? Derby being censored or Twilight as an alicorn?
Hmm. They're both pretty overreacted. But I'd say like the Twilight as an Alicorn was a lot more overreacted because people thought that that was the end of the entire show. People are like, no, that's it. No more. Everything's done. Despite the fact that there's a season 4, everything's done.
Everybody's like, nope, nope, this is the stupidest thing they've ever done. Not watching.
Like,
Goodbye.
I mean, I don't feel as it's the stupidest thing ever done, but I mean, I could see why people would think that. But I don't really see why people overreacted in such a way, like just to like, oh, everything sucks about it now. I'm not gonna watch this anymore. Like it's the whole fandom's dead. It's like it's not dead. The fandom's definitely not dead. Like there's a lot of people who are still doing things related to fandom. There's like tons of artwork made a day. There's still tons of music that's made in a single day. It's ridiculous. And plus, like, the people at the studios who make the show, they're trying their best to still, like, satisfy, like, what we want to see in the show and not, like, ruin it.
What's your favorite season and episode of Friendship is Magic?
Right now, my favorite season would have to be um, the second season. My favorite, but my favorite episode would have to be, trying to think. It'd have to be the one where it's Nightmare Night and Luna comes into town and
Luna
stuff.
Eclipse.
Yeah, that's
Good
what it is.
choice. Good choice. That's my favorite too. What pony resembles you out of the main six?
I resemble Rainbow Dash the most. The reason, because how she'll be like lazy a lot, and that's how I am. I'll be really lazy. She strives for these high goals in life, like how she wants to become a Wonderbolt, and it reminds me of how I, how I like work to achieve this great goal that I want to achieve, as to become like a professional musician of some sort.
Hmm.
And just like how she like has like she sets her goals really high, and how she's like, if I'm not the best, then I don't feel like I'm not really that much. That's how I feel, like if I'm not the best, then like I don't really feel like I'm even that good. I criticize myself a lot compared to like really big named people, and I even criticize myself to like studio recorded music that's like legit.
Well, now you suddenly Rainbow Dash is right next to you. What do you do?
Oh my god, I hug and I hug and I hug, and I say how much I love her, and I hug some more.
I have a feeling that's what everybody's gonna say. They're not gonna say anything bad. They're just gonna say hugs.
Why would you say anything bad about your favorite pony?
Well,
It's
okay,
like,
I was expecting most people to say, "Oh yeah, like have sex with her, rape her, all this other stuff."
but that's mean.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I've spent way too much time on Pony Thread Simulator. Never mind.
I remember when I first saw that. That was like, I was laughing so much.
This is the side of the fandom we don't want you to see.
Exactly.
What is your favorite pony-related song?
I like Omnipony's Dragon Greed a lot. It was like one of the very first like MLP songs I had ever heard. Or like not MLP songs, but MLP related songs I ever heard. Because I remember I watched the first like went the first Summer BronyCon
Hmm.
when him and Alex S were playing, and I remember him playing that song. But when he said the name of the song in that video, I didn't like hear what he said, right? Because it sounded weird when he said it. So I was like, "What is the name of that song?" Because I kept trying to find it everywhere, and I finally found it. Excuse me. And then I finally found it, and I was like, "Yes, I'm happy." I mean, because normally I don't listen to electronic music, but I can still enjoy it. Another one of my favorite pony-related songs would have to be Prince Whatever's Luna's Caps Lock. I don't know if you've heard of that one
I don't
before.
think I have actually.
No, it's like it's one of his more heavier songs. It's supposed to be about the Luna eclipsed. It's supposed to be about that episode.
Hmm.
Like that's what it's related to.
And what about your favorite Brony animation?
I don't know. I haven't seen too many like animations, so I kind of have to narrow it down between the few that I've seen. And I think like my favorite one would have to be the picture perfect pony one,
Hmm.
because like the way the style was, how it was made, it's so closely related to the show itself.
Right.
Like that's what got me. I was like, oh my god, that's like almost perfect.
Would have been cool if
The
that was
only
actually real though.
Yeah, I know. The only thing that bothered me is that the frames per second was a little bit more faster
Yeah.
than the actual show. I mean, that's the only thing that was iffy to me, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could enjoy it more, but that
Okay, this one I don't know why. It's just this is a question that I asked like in my Vivix interview. Which shipping do you believe in more? Wooden toaster and living tombstone, or megaphoric and alley-oopster?
I don't know. I'd have to well, yeah, actually, I'd have to say Megafork and Ali Loopster, because I've seen what they do, and like all I know from Wooden Toaster and Living Tombstone is that they just make a bunch of songs together.
And people just needlessly ship them together.
Yeah. Thing is, like, Megaphoric and Alley Loops, they're like, I know what they do. I see what they say to each other. It's funny.
It's like they're their own OTP.
They are. OTP.
What do you think keeps you going and what helps motivate you to create more?
A lot of times I'll put myself down because I think my music isn't that great and that I wonder, why am I still making this? There's like, not that many, 'cause I feel like not that many people really like it, mainly because of the genre that I aim for is not really the genre that everyone like is like, oh, this sounds amazing. But like people still tell me, it doesn't really matter about who likes your stuff, how many people like your stuff. Mainly it matters, do you like what you're doing? And I do like what I'm doing, so I keep doing it.
Do you have any tips for fellow musicians and
Uh,
singers as well?
um, there's a few. One is to always practice, because I'm still bad. I feel like I'm still bad at what I do, but I keep practicing. I always practice singing. I try to figure out how to sing better, how to like hold my breath for longer, how to, hit higher notes. And also, I keep practicing like how to make my producing better, how to make my stuff more like higher quality. And then also to like always if to make sure that you're doing what you love, make sure you really love to make music. Don't do it for fame because that's how I used to see it. I used to see it as, oh, I'm gonna get famous if I do this. No, don't think like that. You got to think of it like, I absolutely love to do this. It's what I want to do. And I mean, for me, it's what I want to do in life. I just want to make music. But for people, it's like, as long as you love to do it and you keep doing it, then you should be pretty good. And you just got to keep practicing because everyone's going to start off bad. Because like before you become an expert, you have to be a beginner, and you work your way up to becoming an expert that you see in other people.
What's something about yourself that you think would be interesting for people to know?
I think the most interesting thing about me, because people like when they hear my stuff and they hear like my like screaming and everything, they're automatically scared. They think I'm a mean person and they think I'm gonna like hurt them. I'm like one of the nicest guys that you'll meet, and I'm one of the most like joking people out there. And I like to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun because it's fun,
Right.
obviously.
And lastly, where would you be today without My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
I would probably not really be doing much. I would probably be just like the lazy person I am, just be sitting around, not really doing much with my life, probably.
We're just moseying around, surfing the tube of you, doing all that other stuff.
Yes, the tube of you. That is great. But the tube of you. Because before I got into the fandom, I didn't really do much. There was nothing really motivated me to do anything. I was just sit around and be like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's like now it's like all the music stuff is like it's helped me to do my own music, and I'm starting to like see the joys of like making music. See the joys of like what like all the hard work that you put into your songs, like all the good that comes out of it, like how good you can make yourself feel by doing what you love, obviously.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you for taking time out of your schedule and stuff to be a part of this little interview.
It's no problem at all.
Anything you'd like to say before we end this?
Um, to say just have an awesome day and just keep rocking.
All right. I will put a link to metalcore stuff in the description. His stuff is great, of course.
No.
Um, like, comment,
Don't flatter me.
like, comment, subscribe, swag, all that good stuff. Yeah, see you peoples later.